Hello. Hello, hello. Is it me you're looking for? How you doing? How you doing? How are you? Yeah, all is well. Yeah. Checking my sound. Oh, how are you? Feel like I need some glasses on. I feel a bit, I don't know. I really don't have any type of beat on. I just put some, like 6 things on, which normally I put like 30. So it is just some highlighter, some bronzer. Under that, I put on, what did I put on? I put on, a blur powder to blur me. I don't know. And a little purple top liner, blue bottom liner, and some purple lip stuff. But anyways, how are you? How are you? I say this every week, but last week I really wasn't on long. I don't plan on being long tonight because I've been working out. Okay, that's the truth. I have been working out, and I'm tired. But I'll tell you what, I'm gonna give this lady a plug. I've been doing just some home stuff because I'm home now. This is where I spend the majority of my time. If I'm not here, I'm eating Ethiopian or bringing the child to school or at Slow Drag. Other than that, I's home. So And it's this chick. Her site is Grow with Joe on YouTube, and I'm pretty sure she's on everything else. Well, she does all these crazy motions, and it's I've never really done this before. But these crazy motions get results. It is really crazy. My booty's popping. Let me get some other music here. My booty is popping. It is. Let's go here. I can hold my arms up longer. But I am tired. I get up early and I do it. And then today, started doing evenings with my baby. So this is twice a day. So you want to talk about getting snatched? Your girl's about to be sniggity snatched. It is March 13th, 313. Tiff, I hope all is well. I've been thinking about you. You've been in my thoughts. Your daughter's been in my thoughts. Your baby's been in my thoughts. Definitely let us know. We have an eclipse tonight. A blood moon eclipse. And so very sorry if you're not in an area where you can view this, but it's going to be super late anyways, like overnight. So it's a great time to set intentions. It's a great time to do a reset, a restart, think about it. Think about it and ask for assistance in truth. So I'm going to tell you, truth is going to be needed. That's all I'm going to say about that. So definitely set some intentions. You could charge your stones, get some water popping outside. You can go out and see it, dance under it if you like. I'm sure she would love it. And I think it cleared up here. Oh, and it hailed. We had a whole hailstorm. What? An entire hailstorm. Beautiful little pebbles. And this was the first time that AG saw hail. I was like, hey, you've never seen hail before. So we went outside, of course, because that's what type of mom I am. This is a science experiment, baby. You're going to learn about hail. So we learned what it is, the spelling, and I'm pretty sure she's going to start watching videos on YouTube because that's what she always does. When she learns something new, she'll look it up herself, which I think is fabulous. And it's fabulous that she has the opportunity to do that. Whereas we had an encyclopedia. E-N-C-I-C-L-P-E-D-A. All right, encyclopedia. We had to go look up stuff. So it's great that she has it. And yeah, it's great. So the Ides of March coming up. I think this is just I don't even know how to explain the time we're in right now. That we had a hailstorm. There's this blood moon eclipse that's tonight. The vernal equinox is coming. The vernal equinox is the spring equinox. This is technically the beginning of the year, right? And this is the chance to initiate change and new beginnings, for doors to open. And as we know, when one door closes, another one opens. So definitely prepare for that. I kind of wanted to get in today. I don't know. Things have changed so much. However, on the good news, good news, the Pope is actually, his condition is improving. Yes. He is in stable condition. Now, not saying that anything could take a turn, okay? Because you know how things happen. Wink, wink. But right now, the Pope is doing well. Hopefully he gets well enough to shut them daggone doors that have opened up. Because I'm going to tell you something. You know Diddy's getting out, right? And I'm sorry to break the news to you if you haven't heard, but it's not going to be anytime soon. But all of this evidence is going to go down the drain. It's going to disappear. That's right. If he doesn't disappear. But he's getting out. And I will tell you why. Because we live in a beautiful country called the United States that was founded by criminals, run by criminals. So it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all. Doesn't matter what you do. If you have the money, you're good. You're good. So those of us who praised our current president from getting in, get ready, because Diddy's getting out. And guess what? He's going right back to take that, take that, take that, take that. It's horrible, but it's true. It's true. This is where we live. This is the beautiful. And you know what's funny? It's not funny. So I live in Georgia, and if you know, you know. So I was driving down the street, a lot of pickup trucks, that's all there are. Well, there's this beautiful pickup truck that rode by, and I was looking at the little stickers and window decals, and had 1776 with the 13 stars going around for the 13 original colonies, which I appreciated because I grew up in one of those 13 original colonies. And some, the Constitution on the back and all of this stuff. And just really started having me think that this person is so proud of their heritage, right? Their forefathers writing the Constitution in 1776, America got their freedom. But people like that like the law. They appreciate, they will die for the Constitution. So if the Constitution starts to change in a way that they don't like, we got to look out. Just keep your eye out for these people. Because you may think they're one way, but one thing they're going to do is uphold the Constitution, period. It's interesting. Interesting to see this whole thing play out. But you know what I'm loving? I feel like the way that our country is, the way that it runs, and I'm not talking about what we see on the outside, right? I'm talking about the workings. It's like inside of a watch. When you're looking at a watch, I don't have a watch right now, but when you're looking at a watch, you don't see the mechanisms that are happening inside. You just know that it's working because you could tell the time, right? Same thing with a cell phone. We don't know what's going on inside of a cell phone, but if we take it apart, we can see it. Same thing on how we're running, and this is just how it's been. We don't even realize it because this is all we know. We only know the United States one way. Now, if you've come from another country that maybe has gone through civil war, you had to be a refugee, because I don't understand how I've met so many refugees in my life, but I know a lot of them, running from their country, then it's a little bit different. But here, those of us who haven't experienced war or, having to leave our country because of war, we don't know what it's like. We don't know. All we know is this. We get up, we brush our teeth, some of us take a shower, some of us do some other things. We get ready for school, we go to school, we come home from school. We eat an after-school snack, we watch some TV, after-school cartoons, and go to bed. And we do that forever until we don't. And then we go to college, maybe. If not, we certainly get a job. And do that until we retire. And that's it. That's all we know. Little joke here and there, little vacation here and there, some little sex here and there. That's it. We have children, we have pets, we have grandchildren, we buy a house, we drink water, we do exercise, man. Why are you acting like you can't hear him? Crazy. But we've never experienced anything else. And we just might. We just may experience something different. So as I see that whole inner working, it's like a clam, right? We have this clam. And that clam is pried open just a little bit, where you can kind of see what possibly could be inside. We've opened just a little bit. And I think it's great. I'm loving it. Not like McDonald's, but I will tell you, I had a dream about McDonald's the other day, but it wasn't our McDonald's. It was like McDonald's on a different planet. It was actually McDonald's in a different dimension. The McDonald's, so I had a hamburger, and in the dream, I remember I'm chatting about, I was thinking in my head, this isn't like Earth McDonald's. This isn't normal American McDonald's. But it wasn't even like McDonald's from another country. The food was so fresh. And I got a hamburger. It was just a hamburger, no cheese. And there was a bun. And I lifted up the bun to see the difference. And there was like a red and green relish. Brilliant colors though, like really healthy, like somebody chopped this stuff up. I don't know what the red and green stuff was. And then the burger was like real meat. Like a real like a real thing. So yeah. And I remember thinking in the dream, like, I can't wait to bite into this. And I was asking, like, where's the cheese? Well, maybe on this planet, they don't need cheese. It's just, it is what it is. And I remember thinking, like, but I don't eat McDonald's, so why am I even here? How did I get here? Crazy, right? Sometimes I think when we dream that way, we are literally going somewhere else. So not necessarily physically, but certainly astrally or energetically or spiritually, we are traveling, and we actually can go into another person's body in that moment. I've heard situations, and I've had one too, where you're sleeping and then you wake up and you're looking around like, oh my God, how did I get here? You look down at your body, you're a complete different person. And there may be something traumatic happening. Right? I've had that experience where, and I remember it to this day, I woke up, I was opening my eyes slowly, and it was literally like my eyelids opening, and I was looking, and I had on one of those 80s Swisher suits those running tracksuit things, but the swishers with all the bright colors. And I was white. I was a girl. And I was actually tied. Like, I couldn't move. I was tied on the couch bed, something like that. Well, this kid who's a teenager had red hair, freckles, and I remember seeing him, and he was like, nobody can hear you. You're not going to be able to move. And I remember the room I was in. It was in a house, like in the basement, but the basement was finished. And there was gray carpeting coming down the steps and gray carpet. And it had, like, you remember the wood panels, walls? I couldn't stand them. I still can't stand them. But they were painted white, you know? And actually at that point, I realized I'm not supposed to be here. Meaning, like, I should not have been in that person's body to experience what they were about to experience. And I left. That's my experience. I've heard someone else have an experience like that where they woke up and they were in Africa running, right? And it's not a dream. This is some real stuff that's happening, in my opinion. So then I try to play with it a little bit. Where can I go? And when I was younger, I haven't done this in a while because it's a little, I'm a little more experienced with my dreams. But when I was younger, I remember practicing changing the dream as I was having it. So if I'm in the dream and it's a nightmare, I'm gonna stop. This is my dream. Now let's go. And I remember I was having a nightmare one time. I was being chased by, I don't know, like, say a Demogorgon from Stranger Things, but this was years ago, before Stranger Things, and being chased by all these things. And I said, absolutely not. Stop. And I then called on Mario and Luigi, swear on everything I love, and they came. What's the matter? They came and they rescued me in my dream. So I was running from these Demogorgons, and then and then when they came, like, I already knew I didn't have to run anymore. So I was just walking around, like, looking around like, you guys, you can't hurt me. And I've done that so many times, being conscious in a dream to switch it up. And again, I don't know if it's a dream or not. I don't know. But I did it. But it's fun. It is fun playing in your dreams. I think it's fun. Or like remember those old book, choose your own adventure books? You can kind of choose your own door in your dream. Well, let me see what's going to happen if I do this. Kind of like our lives. So there are so many movies, but the one movie that sticks out for me is Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. And it's just about the multiple possibilities that we have in our lives. Right? Just different options will take us down different paths. And all of us have that, right? We had the ability to choose A, B, C, or D. We chose B. The next time we had the possibility to choose A, B, C, or D. We choose A this time. Or you keep choosing B, or whatever the path is. And no matter what you choose, it is not wrong. It just leads you to an entire different place. Whew. And when you think about that, think about all of the options you would have had and where you think your life may be now. Right? And I laugh because sometimes I'm, oh my God, where would I be? My goal is to be on somebody's yacht in you know, south of France, sipping on some $15,000 scotch with ice cubes from the Alps. You know what I mean? Like that is definitely a path I would have taken 100%. Another path I would have taken is being a rapper. I want to be a rapper. I can't write, but I would have a ghost writer for sure. Another one of my paths is to be a round the way girl, which I kind of am. I'm a girl with extensions in her hair. I don't have bamboo earrings, but I do have 2 pair. So many different options. And it's, gosh, I shouldn't say this. Let me say it this way. An actress. An actress. Wait a minute. I don't know how to do this. Okay. An actress. I wanted to be an actress. Kind of am, though. I tell you what, I didn't expect to be a medium. Never, ever. Now, I used to like dibbling and dabbling in like witch stuff. Like spells. I used to make brews, and when I was a kid, not even thinking, I used to make healing potions out of dirt and grass, turn the bike upside down and the spokes would turn, and you spit and put the grass in there to chop it up. It wouldn't, but you do that anyways, and I don't know, making things and having a spindle and all that stuff. Hey, and now I'm here. I am here. However, today, are you saying that I wanted to be a stripper too? Because I did. I sure did. And listen, I'm not going to kill my dream, because I'm going to tell you, times are getting rough. Okay? I got bills to pay. Now, I haven't taken a twerk class yet, but guess what? This is Atlanta. There are twerk classes everywhere. And even if I don't take a twerk class, I can learn from anybody in one of these little hoodlum clubs. Twerk. I'm building my muscle up to get it in, and I'm going to tell you, I could do an extra 200 a night. It's nothing. A couple hours, I'm on it. Okay, let me stop. Joking, not joking. So, anyways, though, I'm happy everybody is doing well. My stomach is just not feeling all that well, and I don't know what that is. Oh, I have been eating popcorn lately. I think it's the popcorn. I love popcorn, but I make popcorn, I don't know, like a real fat girl makes popcorn. I'm gonna tell you exactly my mouth is watering, but I don't do this anymore. Not for me. For everybody else, I will. Are you ready? Okay. So I pop the popcorn in butter flavored coconut oil. Say what? Butter flavored coconut oil. I don't use butter, okay? Coconut oil, because I think it's healthier. I don't know if it is, but I feel that it is, so that's what I do. I cook the and I do it stovetop. Yes, popcorn. Stovetop. Okay, now that microwave stuff, that stuff has too much chemicals. You can smell it, taste it. No. Stovetop, old school. Put the coconut oil in the pan, let it heat up, then you put your kernels in. Then you let them pop like normal, right? Take it off the heat. Once that's done, now you have this beautiful colored yellow and white popcorn. It looks like the movies, but it's not done. I take that same coconut oil and melt it. It only takes a couple of seconds because it's oil. Pour it on, pour like half of the oil on, shake it up, pour the other half, shake it up. Then you put powdered cheddar cheese. Okay, don't get that popcorn, no, you get the real cheddar That's powder. You understand me? Now, if you want a little spice to it, and I'm saying this because I'm pretty sure none of you have this spice. We have this spice. It's called Mita, M-I-T. M-I-T-A. It is an Ethiopian spice that has like 5 different peppers in it. Cumin, I think cardamom. It is so good. My mouth is watering. So I will sprinkle some of that on. But if you don't have that, you can add a little bit of cayenne pepper, just a smidge. And then add a package of sazon. Depending how much you have. Don't add the whole pack. Have like a quarter pack. Flip it. Add a little quarter. Flip it. Shut it down. You hear me? That popcorn is a meal. But because I am watching my salt intake, I'm watching my sugar, I'm watching everything right now. Because I'm trying to get snatched. When I tell you I'm trying to get snatched, my booty be booty and boo. This booty be popping. So listen. That popcorn sounds good. And it is good, I will tell you. But now I'm just doing the super suburban. Oh my God, I rolled my eyes to it. Because when I was growing up in Connecticut, the moms there used to make popcorn and it would be so bland. No butter, no oil. They would air pop it and then put a blink of salt. Literally just, and that was it. I get this is healthy, but if I don't like it, I don't want it. Period. Okay, I don't need a snack that bad. I can go hungry. I don't need no dry popcorn that's just like out my mouth. No, I need some fat on it. Anyway, so now I just do coconut oil and that blink of salt, and it's still good. But it ain't like that. I have a restaurant. If anybody doesn't know, it's called Lex Donald's. And that is a specialty that I make at Lex Donald's once in a while. If you ever want to come, try it out. It's really good. Yeah. So how's everyone doing? I see people watching, but I have 2 comments. That is it. You coming in and you leaving? That's okay. I didn't want to stay on long anyways. I might go make some popcorn. Popcorn time, yeah. But no, I am watching. I am in a space. And then also preparing for Hold on. 10 out of 10. Stay with it again. Screen share. Wait, nope, not what I wanted to do. I want to image file. Okay, let's talk about it. Yes, writing my story. This is my story. This is my song. This is my story. Writing my story is a class that's coming up. It starts Wednesday, the 19th, just on time for the vernal equinox. We're doing it around this time purposefully because this is the time of new beginnings. Now, I don't know how many of you, your baby heard you. I don't know how many of you can hear words or read words from your great-great-great-great-great-grandmother. I don't know. Maybe some of you can. I cannot. I would love to actually read words from my great-grandfather. And I knew that, so he was a Buffalo soldier. You know, Teddy Roosevelt, which I kind of just learned from my mother, had these buffalo soldiers, and he was one of them. He was in the war or something, and he actually went to Cuba. And I'm going to tell you something. I know he had some, let me stop. Should I? I'm going to say it anyways. He had some babies down there. Let me tell you, these soldiers don't go to these places and not leave their legacy, because it's just the way it was, and it's the way it is today. Okay, I can guarantee there's some Cubans that look like me. If we go back in our DNA, I know he went to Cuba. He was a good-looking man. Yes. Anyways, he was a buffalo soldier. So I would love to hear his experience in Cuba, being a mulatto. That's what his birth certificate said, mulatto. The truth is he was Native American. But going to Cuba, flying, right? And getting to Cuba, I think that's a wonderful experience. And I would have loved to hear that. My great-grandmother, I started learning things, so many things that we had in common. Now they're crazy. But I had no clue until I heard these stories. But I would have loved to hear a story from her. Like, she loved boxing. I used to love boxing. Oh my God, I used to love boxing. Anybody want to ask me who my favorite boxer was? I'll tell you anyways. Roy Jones Jr. Yes. Whew. Oh my gosh. But that was back in the day. But I've been to the Olympic matches, been to the gym with the boxers. I used to watch boxing all the time. Well, so did she. I think it's great, you know? So I'm saying all of this to let you know that we have this class, Writing My Story. Now, I know half of you may not even care about what your future generations are going to think about you. But what if you're going through a situation right now, or have been through a situation, and would love to read a story from your ancestor, and they were kind of going through the same thing, right? So maybe not necessarily the same thing, right? Like, say, for instance, you're having car trouble and you ain't got no money to buy another car right now. You're shaking your booty to get a ride with him because that's the only thing you know how to do. But you're really in a jam, mentally, emotionally, physically. Imagine if a great-great-great-great-great-great-grandparent was talking about their horse. And they were talking almost the same thing, like, yeah, I have to get down with Mr. Shilly so he can give me, so I can ride his horse right quick to go to such and such, to go to the pharmacy to get such, you know what I mean? Like, what did they do? It is amazing how our stories start to line up. We want to give you that opportunity. And it's really just taking the time out to do it. And also having your loved ones being able to find these stories. Because we've written tons of stuff, but how much it was the Lost in the Fire, Lost in the Floods, was just ripped up and thrown away in a garbage somewhere. How many of our loved ones, our ancestors, just couldn't even read and write? They weren't allowed to write. So we weren't able to. What a great opportunity for this to happen. And for those of you who maybe don't have children, I don't care, and I'm going to tell you why. How many of us were touched by the story of Anne Frank? Anne had no babies, but we all know Anne's story, right? So it doesn't matter if, you don't have any loved ones. 5 generations from now, who cares? Right? We may be embarrassed right now. Like, I have tons of stories where I'm going to blush and I'm going to be so embarrassed. Like, I don't even know if I want to write them. But I am going to write them. And it's not for judgment. It is literally for that 6th, 7th, 8th, 10th generation down the road. You know what? It may even be for my next generation, for my child. When she gets a little older and she's going to want to know, what was mommy really like? Because she only knows me a certain way. She does. Now, she knows I'm about that life, though. My baby knows her mommy crazy. I tried to play hooky with her today. She told me no. She had a doctor's appointment early this morning. Actually, this was the best doctor's appointment. Them doctors got it. It used to take 4 hours. We used to be in there for hours. And their ratings on Google are garbage. And some other stuff happened while I was in there. This lady came. She had a knife in her hand. I mean, it was crazy. This doctor's office is crazy. But at least, you know, if I'm going to risk my life to come here, look, get the time right? Get the time right. Gosh. So anyways, this is your chance to write your story. Write it. It's not going to hurt. You're going to be in a class with like-minded people. It's only 3 weeks. Wednesday, and Wednesday for 2 hours. Everything will be recorded on Zoom, so you'll be able to have the class if you're not able to attend. We are going to do some channeling as well, because we do want to connect with our ancestors. And if you are interested in this class, I would absolutely recommend you just starting the communication. I don't care if you don't know who your ancestors are, if you can't mention them by name, we all have an ancestor. So you can even say, oh, great mother, oh, great grandmother, oh, my ancestors. Start coming through. Okay, you know best how I receive things. So just start bringing me stories and saying what you would like to share. And then, you know, you may get, I don't know, Columbia may pop in your head. Columbia? Doesn't matter. Write it down, see what comes from it. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be exploring there. And then, yes, going into our own stories. So definitely sign up for sure. Let me know if you are interested. You can also let Janine first. And the biggest part, we have internationally renowned medium Janine Barzali that is going to be facilitating along with me. Just for that experience, sign up. Okay, you don't have to believe in none of this. But to be in her presence and to experience the power that we're you know me, I be pulling on stuff. I pull it in, pull it down. For sure. So definitely sign up. Let me know if you're interested. There is a link that I will send you to fill out a form. It is cheap on the low, $35 for 3 sessions, 6 hours. It's nothing. And literally that $35 is to, help with the publishing and some of the background stuff. But yeah, that's it. It is going to be amazing. Amazing. Then you get to keep this forever. Don't let anybody change your story or change your words or change your experience. And when we talk about writing our stories, what I'm talking about is it can be as simple as, today I don't feel like doing anything. I don't want to do nothing at all. I just want to stay in my bed. So if you call, don't be upset when I don't answer, type thing. You know what I mean? It could be that simple, like today, or like Ice Cube, today was a good day. This is what I did. It could be something steamy, like, I don't know. I went to the gym and I saw this hunk of a gentleman looking across from the room at me, and he was watching me as I was sweating. You know what I'm saying? It could be anything. You don't have, this doesn't, there's no rules to this, okay? The one rule is make it true and just write your experience. Because everything that you experience, your future ancestors will experience, and your past ancestors have experienced. Like I jumped 100% for sure. For sure. You know, that big jump. And we have so many experiences. Even if it is just today, I woke up. And I was thankful that I woke up. And those intrusive thoughts weren't here today. And I'm so thankful for that. Or I jumped off a cliff into a daggone river and I survived. And how much more does that mean? Right? It's not just, okay, yes, physically, but it was almost a baptism. I jumped for my life. And I am renewed. I am restored. Anything. So there's no rules. Sign up. Sign up. If you've never taken a class with me, now is your opportunity. We have a blast. If you don't even want to, right? Just sign up so you can get the recording to have this time to write your story. I'm telling you, your story will be so appreciated by, even if you don't want it, by so many people, right? Because it may be embarrassing right now. But listen, Anne Frank was not trying to have her business out there. And now we have to read that daggone book in school. You know how many of us read that? She don't care. She ain't embarrassed. I'm telling you now, on the other side, she's probably, I wonder if anybody's actually channeling Anne Frank. But she's probably like, I am so thankful I wrote that. And you know what's crazy? I don't know if it's true. So she kept her journal, but the other family who was murdered, because everybody got murdered, right? None of them kept a journal. So we don't know what they were experiencing. Now, I may be mistaken. Maybe there is a journal, but imagine hearing, you know, the family that was hiding them, their experience through this, their fear of seeing Nazis marching by, their fear of, and you know, their fears came true, right? They all perished. But I guarantee Anne ain't thinking nothing about her embarrassing moments of what she went through as a child in hiding. Okay? Write your story. Come to this class. Inbox me. Let me know that you're interested. My email address, lovelightandmilk@gmail.com. Hit me up for sure. Come and do it. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be fabulous, and it's gonna be life-changing. That's the most important thing. Life-changing. Imagine that. So the dates are March 19th, March 26th, and April 2nd. That is it. Very small investment for something that's life-changing. To go in some channeling, some meditation, and to write your story. And you know what? Those of us who write, when you start writing, sometimes it's amazing what comes out, especially if you let your spirit take over, or let that other dimensional being take over, or the divine self come in, or even your lower self come in, right? You could be here all the time, and then you go back and read it and like, oh my God, where was I? Right? No judgment, but that's just it. It is okay. There is no judgment in this. None whatsoever. So definitely it starts Wednesday, the 19th. Sign up prior to then. And we are going to have a blast. All right. Any questions though? Make sure you know, baby, come to me. And then make down around you this thing. Come to me. Come ask. And we'll get this taken care of. We'll get this party started. All right. That is my time for this evening. I love you all so very much. I'm so thankful for each and every one of you, and especially those of you in the future. And if my great grandchildren see this, you know your great grandmommy loves you, and I am doing this for you too. I have hard days, okay? And this isn't all cool. It's not easy every day. And you're going to have hard days too. You are. And you can get through them and do anything you set out to do. Don't let those voices take you. Don't let those people take you. You know what I'm saying? Stay strong. And call on me if you need me. I'll be down in a jiffy. All right. I love y'all so much. Bye.